On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Houston Texans. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. They'll start the drive with Harris. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run again with Harris. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
Keep it up. Keep it up. Your ball. Don't let him.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Pickett back to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and bring him to the ground. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
I think they're running the ball around here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try to apply them in this game to see if they fix what was wrong with them in the last game.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
That's the first third down try of the game. And the second was an execution of that play. The good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this is going to be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
Pickett. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's a nice job defensively. You can almost see him going to the coaching points. Adjust, find the football, knock it away. Well executed.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Pickett now from the gun here. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Harris running straight ahead. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone...
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. Following the fumble recovery, Pickett nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans say ahead they go.
With no running backs in the backfield to help guys protect all the receivers in their lines, it's going to be hard routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 41. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Looking to throw on second down. Pickett, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Derek Stingley picks it, And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10. On the draw, it's Harris. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's another carry for Harris. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring him to 3rd and 2 more.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving the running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now it leads to a decision at 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Tight end on 4th. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And this Texans defense stands tall. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. But Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually. Right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll look to throw again. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. William Jackson with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
He gets this one to Johnson. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Harris. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes, because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season that could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Pickett under pressure, and they got to him again. More than one defender there, and it's a loss of 5 on the sack. Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. They'll look to throw. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off, and the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
This is a situation where the coach in the center can turn to a center caller and say, listen, let's start running and stay in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover. Rolled their fight, planted their feet, and forced incompletion on 1st down.
Your blue, claws red. Red.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Touchdown, Texans! A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans have moved out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Running pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming out all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for them to throw it, or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Pickett. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Pickett now on first down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 52 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well. The offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They hand this off to Harris. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
That's something that on play call is not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. It could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on the punt. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This 2nd quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Now back to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. Back to throw again. Going up top. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 44-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st.
Hey,
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. Here's 2nd and 10.
Black shot.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And it's now 21-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Final play of the first half. Here's Pickett. He gets it complete to Harris. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. So we've come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. And as we send you over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman, Radio Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this 3rd quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the 3rd quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit.
Pierce has it knocked loose. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. The CD, that's one of those plays you put a mark by. I mean, that could be a big momentum swing here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Yeah, we may have to revisit it, right? Because if that drive ends up in the end zone, they're sitting pretty at that point. Now, instead, it's a two-score game. That has a chance to tighten up considerably.
Pickett in trouble, and down he goes. Max Crosby has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on third and very long. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't give him much at all.
No, not at all. That leaves him with third and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. This is taken at about the 14. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A great blocking nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Texans will take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
On play action, they'll throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. William Jackson with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 33. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's two schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Here's Pickett on second down. He finds his man Johnson. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 39. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, Pickett. And that one almost intercepted. It's incomplete. He had space in front of him if he had held on. But instead it's third down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
That swung out wide to Harris. And he's going to get this down near the 25. To the air on first down with Pickett. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
He's NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Meanwhile, Pickett's throw complete there to Johnson. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll send Austin in motion right. Third and long for Pickett. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That's how multiple guys get to him.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He's got him in, complete. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, 56 yards. And the Texans are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Take it in at the 3. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Pickett. Under pressure, they got him again. That's Crosby dropping it for the 2nd straight play. I want to think about blocking him here on 3rd down.
So, Brandon, we saw that with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Pickett backed up into his end zone here. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game. Derek Stingley picks it. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session, Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So take away the touchdown there, as that's going to be ruled an incomplete pass.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Texans are closing in now on a 7th straight win to start the year.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Pickett will look to throw it here. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Pickett to throw on 1st down. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Now Harris. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. On the delay, here's Harris. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Back to throw, Pickett.
And it'll be intercepted.
And the Texans are going to get the football here at their own 23. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, they have to throw the ball, and on the other side, they're ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have. And all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
And this one's incomplete.
So many times I advocate not challenging coverage downfield, but on this play, I thought he made an excellent decision to actually do so. If that had been complete, that would have been one for the highlight reel.
from the 21. It's 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field. Smith, he's seen plenty of challenges in his time as a coach, and he's going to throw the red flag on this one. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. In motion, the tight end. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Black Ultra. Eagle Blue.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, this has been another impressive display by this undefeated team, Charles, and it looks like they're going to stay that way after this one.
Yeah, one of the league's best offenses. They stayed on brand in this contest because they continue to look good at what they do. Just added a late touchdown. Now they're really hammering home just how good they've been all year long, letting the rest of the league take notice.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of guys already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Pickett.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him. And they bring him to the ground.
Christian Harris
Able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Talking about vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front 7 today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
The Steelers send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line.
On that punt, we've got a man shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
On the set.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's letting it fly for Cooks.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. To me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's going to go up top again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats inbounds.
They'll look to throw again. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Pickett now on first down. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Rashawn Gary picks up his second sack of the afternoon. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout.